Kindly first of all subscribe my channel and hit like button for more healthy tips, dear friend. Have you ever found yourself lying in bed in the middle of the night, with everything around you fast asleep, and yet you have to get up once again walking, barefoot on the cool floor just to pass urine? If that sounds familiar, you are not alone. Uncle Rajan from Kolkata has experienced this too. And Auntie Camilla from Pune had to change for alarm clocks because she kept waking up at night even though no alarm was set. I am Dr. Mina Sharma from Delhi, and today I want to walk with you on a journey to understand and gently solve one of the quiet but powerful things that affect the quality of life after 60 nighttime urination. Some people believe this is just a part of aging, but science has shown that over 78% of seniors in India are unknowingly following 5 small habits that make kidneys work at the wrong time, disturbing the most precious sleep of the night. The good news is you don't need medicine to fix these habits. With just a few simple changes done the right way at the right time, you can enjoy a peaceful deep sleep through the night. And if this is your first time visiting our channel, I truly welcome you. This is a place for anyone who values health, who wants to understand their body better, and who wishes to live with joy, health, and freedom, even after crossing the age of 60. Before we begin, I'd like to ask you a small but meaningful question. From which city in India are you watching this video? Please type the name of your place in the comments below so I know who I am walking this path with and from where. And if you find the upcoming insight helpful, please click the subscribe button and the little bell beside it so that each week we can meet again and continue sharing simple wisdom for senior health. Now, let's begin, because just a few days from now, you might wake up feeling more refreshed than you ever thought possible. There is one belief many elders in India quietly carry with them, that waking up several times a night to urinate is just part of growing old, but the truth is, in medicine, this is known as Nokura, and it is not a natural part of a ginget. Is a sign that something in your daily habits may be out of balance. I met Uncle Deendra in Ahmedabad, 72 years old, who used to wake up 4 to 5 times every night. At first he thought it was just old age, but gradually his health began to decline. He felt exhausted during the day, his memory weakened. On Doni night, he nearly slipped in these near healthcare bathrooms. Small incidents, when they repeat, can lead to serious consequences. Several medical studies confirm this interrupted sleep from nocturia reduces the amount of deep sleep, especially REM sleep, the stage where your brain strengthens memory and your body repairs itself. Into this phase, your body becomes mustard. Your immune system weakens, you fall ill more often, and your mood can become unstable. These broken nights are the silent enemies of healing and rejuvenation. But here comes the encouraging news. In over 80% of cases, nocturia isn't caused by serious illness. It comes from very specific habits, like what time you eat dinner, how much water you drink in the evening, or even the temperature of your bedroom. And the beautiful part is, all of these can be adjusted. After many years of working with elders from Kerala to Punjab, we've identified 5 key habits that trigger nocturia. When you adjust these the right way, your body naturally begins to restore, balancing peaceful, uninterrupted sleep becomes possible. Once again, in the next section, I'll share each of these habits in detail and how to change them gently, naturally, and in a way that fits your life. So please stay with me. Habit 1. Consuming too much liquid or watery foods within 3 hours before bedtime. People assume that avoiding water right before bed is enough, but the reality is more nuanced. In many Indian households, dinner is often followed by a bowl of hot dal soup, a few slices of watermelon for dessert, and perhaps a warm cup of ginger tea before sleepies. Seemingly healthy choices might actually be the quiet culprits behind frequent nighttime awakenings. 2. Urinate. Let me tell you about Auntie Camilla Devi, 72 years old, from Jaipur. For years, she found herself waking up 4 to 5 times each night. She tried everything from avoiding water after 9 o'clock p.m. to taking diuretics, and even considering bladder surgery. Nothing worked, she once said. I felt like a night watchman guarding my own bladder. After a detailed consultation with Jamina Sharma, Auntie Kamala discovered something surprising. It was her comforting rasam and chamomile tea before bed that were pressuring her bladder. The doctor guided her to create a liquid cutoff time 3 hours before bedtime from that point onward. She limited all water-rich items, warm milk, fruits, soups, and even iced lollies with ingest. 2 weeks of applying this change, she began waking up only once per night. And some nights she slept through till morning, something she hadn't experienced in years. Controlling fluid intake before sleep also helps the body produce more of vasopressin, a natural hormone that reduces urine production at night. The result is not just deeper sleep, but waking up feeling lighter, clearer, and more refreshed. For those taking medications that cause thirst or living with diabetes, it's ways to speak with your doctor about shifting fluid intake to earlier in the day. And if you're worried about late night thirst, keep a small bottle by your bedside. Use it only when truly needed. Auntie Carmela joyfully put it. One small change, skipping that cup of tea, brought back my entire night's rest. Now each morning I feel like I've regained 10 years of my life. And perhaps this small shift could be your first step toward renewed vitality to habit. 2 late dinners and natural diuretic. Series 68 lives with his wife in Cochin, the southeastern part of India, for many years. Nocturia left him drained, spending his days dozing off in a shaded chair in the backyard. Never once suspected that the evening sabzi served by his grandchildren, loaded with cucumber, tomato, and coriander, or that soothing cup of green tea after dinner, were quietly making his nights restlessy. See, many foods we consider healthy like watermelon, asparagus, celery, coffee, chocolate, and green tea are actually natural diuretics when consumed after 400 p.m. They gently push the kidneys and bladder into overdrive through the night. Ain used to eat dinner around 8:30 p.m., often sharing light conversation with his wife. Their meal was followed by a warm cup of green tea before bed. Every night he would wake up at 1 o'clock a.m., 3:30 a.m., and again at 5:30 a.m. I thought it was normal for someone my age, he said, but I always felt like a ghost during the day, drifting dull, not fully there. Upon his doctor's advice, Aaron made 2 changes. He shifted his dinner to 6:00 life lessons from the Elderlip 1000 and completely avoided diuretic foods and drinks after 400 p.m. Just 10 days later, he found himself waking only once during the night. Within 3 weeks, he could sleep uninterrupted for 6 straight hours. Lining dinner time with the body's natural circadian rhythm gave his system enough time to digest and rest before sleep. It reduced the strain on his bladder, improved digestion, and even helped ease acid reflux nutrient absorption. Also improved. Many like Aaron reported waking up feeling fresher, lighter, and with a clearer mind. I thought I had to live with it forever, Aaron shared, but moving dinner earlier and skipping that cup of tea changed everything. My wife even joked that I looked energetic enough to attend the morning yoga class with her. Sometimes it only takes one simple change to rediscover the joy of a full night's rest. Maybe, just maybe, this could be your next step to habit. 3. Just in case bathroom trips before bed, helpful or harmful in many Indian households, especially Amangilders. The habit of going to the bathroom right before bed is seen as a wise, cautious tradition passed down throughout generations. It feels like the sensible thing to empty your bladder just in case to ensure uninterrupted sleep. It what if this well-meaning ritual is quietly training your body into a restless cycle? Take the story of Savita Joshi, a 74-year-old widow from Pune who lives with her granddaughter. At night, she would wrap up her day with a warm glass of milk, a few pages from the Bhagavad Gita, and a just-in-case bathroom visit. He didn't really feel the urge, she admitted, but I thought it would help me sleep better, and yet she found herself waking up at least 3 times every night. After consulting with Dr. Samar Kulkarni, a respected urologist in Mumbai, she was surprised to learn that the routine might be part of the problem. He explained that the bladder is made of muscles that learn habits. When you frequently empty your bladder, even when it's not full, It starts to send urgency signals even with a small volume, just 100 to 150 mix instead of the usual 300 to 500 millit. The result: frequent walk-ups for barely a trickle. With Jerkulkani's support, Auntie Savita began retraining her bladder. She adopted a way called the true urge principle: only visit the toilet when there is a genuine need instead of anxiously waiting for the urge to arrive. She would read a few more pages, meditate lightly, or listen to soothing barons for 15 to 20 minutes slow. Her bladder relearned to wait until it was truly full before signaling. Within weeks, she was sleeping uninterrupted for 5 to 6 hours. Something she hadn't experienced. In years. Smiling, she shared, "I never realized I was creating my own problem. Now I trust my body more. I wake up each morning feeling energized like I did in my younger days." If you're on diuretics or have a medical condition, of course, speak to your doctor before changing habits. And for those with limited mobility, keeping a small bottle beside the bed is fine. Just don't reach for it out of habit. Trust that your body knows when it truly needs to go. Sometimes letting go of one small habit can restore an entire night's sleep, just like it did for Auntie Savita. Habit for sleeping posture and Thurong pillow. When we talk about nocturia, most people don't immediately think about how they sleep or what kind of pillow they use, but in many Indian households, especially among elders, sleep posture and pillow choices are often guided by habit rather than health. Take Mershanka Menon, a 71-year-old retired mathematics teacher from Kochi. For over 30 years, he had a habit of sleeping on his stomach. He believed it helped keep his heartbeat calm and steady. But after years of struggling with severe nocturia, he finally consulted a sleep specialist, and through Napuram's first surprising insight he received was this: his sleep posture was silently pressuring his bladder. Sleeping on the stomach or in any position that compresses the abdomen can directly stress the bladder. This pressure can create a false signal prompting the body to wake up even when the bladder is not full. Moreover, using a pillow that is too high or too flat can disrupt blood circulation during the day. Poor circulation may cause fluid to accumulate in the legs only to return to the bloodstream at night, making the kidneys work harder while you're trying to sleep. Menon changed his sleeping posture. He began lying on his left side with a pillow between his knees and used a properly sized pillow under his head to keep his neck aligned with his spine. Senior health guide. Within just 2 weeks, he reported sleeping for 5 to 6 continuous hours without waking. Since supports the shift, sleeping on left side with a pillow between the legs helps align the spine. Ease pressure on the bladder, support circulation, reduces back pain, and promotes deeper rest. With a gentle smile, Menon shared, "I never imagined it was just the way I was lying down. Now I wake up not only without the urge to rush to the bathroom, but also with less back stiffness and a lighter feeling over alley. Only wish I had known this decades ago in a country like India, where daily routines and traditions are deeply cherished by seniors. Even something as simple as adjusting sleep posture can be powerful. Notice change. Give your body a chance to rest the right way. Perhaps that peaceful night you've been waiting for is just one good posture away. Habit 5. Room temperature and sleep were the small details that transform sleep. In many Indian households, elders pay great attention to bedtime rituals. A pinch of eucalyptus oil, a steaming herbal drink, or a quiet moment with turmeric milk. Yet one of the most overlooked factors might be the very room we sleep in and the clothes we sleep in. Take Mrs. Carla Devi, a 69-year-old retired school teacher from Chennai. For years she slept in a sealed room with no fan, wearing thick flannel pajamas even during summer. She believed that this warmth helped her drift into slumber, but each night she would wake up 4 or 5 times drenched in sweat, restless and tired. Experts at the Madurai Institute of Healthy Living later explained that improper room temperature and unsuitable sleep will disrupt the body's internal heat balance when it gets to warm blood circulation, it says, to help cool the body, passing more fluid through the kidneys. The silent mechanism leads to more urine production at night. and more bathroom trips following their advice. Camilla made simple but meaningful changes. She switched to breathable cotton nightwear, used a small fan for airflow, and opened her window slightly to let in the night breezing. Just 1 week, her night awakenings dropped by half. By the 3rd week, she shared, "I always blamed age, beauty. Turns out it was just my pajamas and heat." Many Indian elders are used to layering up at night for warmth, but studies suggest that excessive insulation can interrupt restful sleep. Ideal sleeping temperature for deep rest is around 18 to 20. Can loose, airy fabrics like cotton or linen help the body regulate heat without sweating? For those prone to feeling cold, layering 2 or 3 light garments and using a breathable blanket is better than trapping heat. Under heavy clothing, overheating not only causes sweating, but can also disrupt hormonal rhythms essential for deep sleep. Camilla beamed as she said, "Who would have thought that the fabric I wore and there in my room would let me sleep like a child again? These days I wake up feeling fresher, my body feels lighter, and my mood has lifted too." Sometimes the smallest changes in our environment can bring about the greatest comfort. A cooler room and gentler fabric might be the peaceful night you've long been seeking. May I ask you something, dear elder? What has been waking you up 2 or 3 times each night for all these years? You may have thought it was just egg catching up with you, a weaker bladder perhaps, but now we know better. With just 5 simple yet powerful habit changes, your nights can become peaceful again. From placing the pillow in the right position to having a lighter dinner or even sipping a glass of water at the right moment, these might sound like small details, but in truth, they are golden keys. Why complicate the body with harsh solutions? Natural changes can bring relief and healing in homes across Delhi, Mumbai, and even in smaller towns like Vellore. Many elder shaves started to shift these long-held habits, and they're surprised to find that they no longer wake up with the same urgency to urinate at their sleep. Stretches through the night, they rise, feeling lighter, more refreshed, and ready to greet the morning with energy and a gentle smile. If you are still with me now reading these final lines, it means you truly care about your health, your peace, and your daily joy. So I invite you share with us in the comments below which part of this video spoke to you the most. Or if that feels too personal, simply type the word HOPE. We know you're still holding on to the possibility of better days. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, turn on the notification bell, and share this video with a friend or loved one who might be silently searching for a restful night. You have spent your life caring for your family. Now let's care for you. Wishing you a peaceful sleep tonight, and I'll see you in the next video.